Welcome to Bar India News Hour. Hackers are adopting aggressive ransomware strategy. Ransomware groups are using their best-of-breed tactics to go for newer attacks, as the involvement of law enforcement in these incidents forced many to exit the playing field. A report from ESET says in its threat report, intensifying brute force attacks and deceptive phishing campaigns targeting people working from home who have gotten used to performing many administrative tasks remotely. Ransomware, showing 3 major detection spikes during the second quarter, saw the highest ransom demands to date. The attack collapsed the operations of a Colonial Pipeline, the largest US pipeline company, and the supply chain attack leveraging a vulnerability in the Kaseya VSA IT management software sent shockwaves far beyond the cybersecurity industry. The offender of the Kaseya attack had asked for $70 million, the highest known ransom demand so far. Ransomware gangs may have overdone it this time. The involvement of law enforcement in these high-impact incidents forced several gangs to leave the field. The same can't be said for TrickBot, which appears to have bounced back from last year's disruption efforts. ESET detected 55 million new brute force attacks against public-facing remote desktop protocol services during May and August 2021. ESET telemetry also witnessed an impressive increase in the average number of daily attacks per unique client, which doubled from 1,392 attempts per machine per day in T1 2021 to 2,756 in T2 2021. The threat report includes the findings of the highly targeted Devil's Tongue spyware, which is used to spy on human rights defenders, dissidents, journalists, activists, and politicians, and a new spear phishing campaign by the Dukes APT group, which remains a prime threat to Western diplomats, NGOs, and think tanks. Let's look into today's headlines in Bar India. India to test Chinese smartphones for rising snooping, data security concerns. India is exploring a regulation that may mandate tear-down or in-depth testing of handsets to ensure that the devices and installed apps are not snooping on the citizens of the country. The move, seen as the retaliation for the continued Chinese aggression at the India-China border, could be in line with what the government has put in place for telecom equipment. The government is compiling a list of trusted sources and trusted companies for telecom equipment and networking products to check alleged cyber snooping. Dixon Tech plans to export 5G mm phone to US. Dixon has set up a manufacturing unit with an annual capacity of 7 million 5G mm phones and is setting up another factory with an annual capacity of 30 million smartphones in Noida. The company has bagged a contract from US-based Orbic, which sells smart devices for US-based telecom operators. The Orbic Myra 5G UW smartphone, which can operate in high-frequency bands, is also the first smartphone that has been partly designed in India, Dixon Technologies Executive Chairman Sunil Vachani said. Salman Khan launches crypto token Gari. Bollywood actor Salman Khan recently unveiled Gari, the first ever crypto token launched by micro-content short video application Chingari, along with announcing his collaboration with the app as a brand ambassador for its NFT marketplace and token reward program in a tweet. He further said that the creators are shaping the future of entertainment. With the incorporation of Gari reward program, the creators will further get motivated to create newer and more engaging videos on the Chingari app. It's going to be an interesting journey here on. An RBI employee in Hyderabad faces cyber fraud. A woman working as a manager with the Reserve Bank of India, Hyderabad, fell prey to cyber fraud and lost around Rs 1 lakh from a bank account. Based on a complaint a few days ago, the Hyderabad Cybercrime Wing registered a case and started their investigation. A few days ago, the victim received a call from an unknown number asking her for the details of a SIM card, which the caller said was about to expire by the end of October. Following instructions from the caller, she shared her bank account credentials so that the validity of a SIM card could be extended. Oppo Elevate program to boost the startup ecosystem in India. Oppo India has launched the Oppo Elevate program to stimulate entrepreneurs and technology enthusiasts to come together, share different ideas for virtuous innovations. The program aims to inspire incubation activity to create a healthy ecosystem for entrepreneurs and the startup cohort. Through this program, Oppo aims to accelerate the overall innovation culture in India and mentor startups who have the potential to bring the next big technological change in the industry. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to Var India News magazine. You can download the Var India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.